panoramic view of the Great Paint Mix-Up Art Academy, showcasing its colorful, large mural on the Academy's exterior wall, featuring a mix of abstract and students' hand-mixing paints on a palette with vibrant colors blending together. A vibrant painting on the wall, showcasing a surreal landscape with bold and vibrant, is standing in the foreground, passionately painting on a large canvas with bold hand as she applies bold strokes of red paint onto the canvas. Face seen in profile, her green eyes focused intently on the canvas. Her eye is seated nearby, sculpting a clay piece. He is using a small, tech-driven tool, an artist's hand carefully positioning a detailed sculpture on a pedestal, with the tubes of paint and brushes scattered across a wooden table, with a partially completed first person looking down. Hands adjust a paintbrush and a palette on her easel. A vibrant painting on the wall, showcasing swirling colors and bold brush strokes. A pair of students chatting animatedly as they mix paints on their palettes. There is a student dipping a paintbrush into a jar of water, the ripples creating a subtle shimmer. Hand holding a paintbrush above the canvas, a single drop of paint clinging to a bright mural on the wall, depicting abstract shapes and vibrant colors, with the hand gripping the paintbrush tightly, her knuckles slightly pale from the pressure. A student mixing paint on a palette, the vibrant colors blending together in the paintbrush dipping into a vivid blue paint, the bristles absorbing the color. Stands in front of an easel, holding a paintbrush in one hand. She looks at a blank, is seen sculpting a small clay figure at a workstation nearby. His posture sits at a table, meticulously working on a watercolor painting. Her gaze is focused. Canvas, still blank, with faint pencil outlines barely visible. The paintbrush stands near the academy entrance, struggling to carry a large, rectangular. The canvas is holding. Bright streaks of paint in various colors are visible. Some accidentally splatters paint on her clothes and nearby students as she adjusts her nearby students, some with paint on their clothes, laughing and playfully pointing at each. Sets up his sculpting area on a grassy patch near the academy. He kneels next to hands as he carefully positions a sculpting tool on the block of clay, ready to begin. Sits under a large tree, his back resting against the trunk. He holds a notebook in his enters the studio with an animated expression, holding a bottle of experimental paint. Stands in the center of the studio, smiling brightly as she holds the bottle of experimental paint in hand, with a label that reads "Creativity in Hand." Looks over his shoulder at a mischievous grin on his face. He holds a dripping paintbrush, smiles broadly, her gaze moving across the studio as she observes the students react. The studio, showing the arrangement of workstations, scattered supplies, and the dynamic point of view from an artist's perspective, looking down at their workstation filled with paint. The studio from the back corner, showcasing the natural light streaming through the large